Hi, my name is Marc McCloud. I own Orbit DVD in West Asheville, and I'm a co-owner of TVI on Lexington Avenue downtown. We have a lot of customers come in talking about a new competitor for us, Netflix streaming. It's nice and shiny and new and bright, so a lot of people are trying it out. However, we're finding that a lot of people are coming back to us after a few months, and I was going to basically show the reasons why, or some of the reasons why. The main one is that we have thousands of titles that they do not. So if you want to step over here, we'll show you a few. This is our children's section, or kids section. Probably the most popular section we have in the kids section is Studio Ghibli, or a director named Hayao Miyazaki, who's basically the Walt Disney of our time. His films are incredibly popular for us. Kids of all ages, adults, preschoolers, they love them. The most popular one is probably Spirited Away. But everything he's done before and since have been equally as popular for us. Howl's Moving Castle is another one. The last one to come out was Ponyo. Now, if you have Netflix streaming only, you won't be able to find any of these titles on their service, but we have everything that he has done that we could find so far. I'll show you another section. Television shows are a huge business for us, and without a doubt the biggest section in the TV section is HBO. They got the TV shows that people want to see, starting with The Sopranos, The 6 Feet Under, Deadwood, Big Love, more recently The Wire, Treme, True Blood. Now that HBO will not let Netflix have their TV shows for streaming, but we do. We have pretty much every TV show from HBO you can think of, and some that you can't. And we also have subscription plans where you can pay up front for 30 days and to swap the movies out after you get done with them. We've been doing that for 7 years now. It's been a huge part of our business, very popular, and a lot of people don't know about it. I'll show you another section. This is our sci-fi fantasy section. And of course, this year, Harry Potter's last film came out in theaters this summer. And every time that does, people come in and they rent all of it all at once. We have lots of copies of it, but none of these are available on Netflix streaming. One more second. This is probably the section that I'm most proud of owning these two stores. This is the Criterion section. For those of you that do not know what Criterion is, they license what they consider, and a lot of people consider to be, the world's greatest films. For example, find it, Seven Samurai was one of the first films that Criterion put out. They also do modern films. Rushmore is a good example of that. There's over 800 Criterion films that they have put out since the late 90s, and I believe, minus 2 or 3 copies that are out of print, we have them all at Orbit, and we're working to get them all at TVI downtown as well. This year, Criterion pulled their collection from Netflix streaming, so almost all these titles you won't be able to see on their service. It might be already, I think it is. If not, it'll be definitely by the end of the year. So if you have it and you love Criterion, you better start watching them now, because you have another 4 months or so. But after this year, you won't be able to find almost all of these titles online. These are just about 4 examples I have. There's thousands more, basically. And the point I'm trying to make is that one video store service or video service like Netflix streaming is not a replacement for another. Just because you use one doesn't mean you're going to find everything. I admit that. I don't have everything. I'm working on it. I'm almost there. But another thing to consider too is stores like us. We use a large percentage of what comes in to pay employees, pay taxes, pay rent. Those employees go to local places to eat, shop. Also, you also got to figure that the sales tax as well. We're having lots of problems in the state with funding for education, roads, state parks. If you use Netflix streaming, none of that money is used locally or even statewide. Our rentals are cheap. All these films I've showed you are only $2 for a week, so keep that in mind. We have a phone number if you want to call us, 251-1337. Or you can check us out on the web on orbitdvd.com. You can actually search the titles on Orbit and see if the films are in. But come on.